It's brought to you by OneFootball. Thank you very much to them for sponsoring this video, and make sure that you go over in the top link of the description and download their app. It is fantastic, people. I didn't know there were so many countries, so many leagues for you to go and view information from. Latest news, latest transfers. You can also see all the latest updates and live scores when your team is playing. Yes, you can choose your preferred team. So for my team, it's Liverpool. You can see all the latest information on them. But not only that, people, it doesn't only go that far. You can go and see anything to do with teams in the Premier League, anything to do with teams in the Champions League, Europa League, any team across Europe, any team across the world. You can go and have a look and see how they're doing in their leagues and any news based on what their team is going through. Make sure that you download the OneFootball app, people. It is fantastic. And obviously, I want to thank them once more for supporting this channel. Make sure you go and support them because they support us massively. One massive big shout out to OneFootball again. And yeah, top link in the description, people. Thank you very much. Title contenders. Oh, the only reason why I'm laughing, listen, I know the Man United fans are already there in the comments. Listen, I love salt with my chips, my friends. I really, really do, trust me. Extra salt, especially in this case. That being said, I know the United fans are already there in the comments, right? Saying, James, but we beat you a few days ago and this, that, and we're 6 points above you and this, that. And those are absolutely true. I've even said it on current form. Yous are better than us. I've said it fair and square. But another thing that I've said many a time is that yous just haven't got it within your squad. Not in terms of the individuals like a Paul Pogba and a Bruno Fernandes, but you just haven't got everything that a club needs and a club quantifies to be able to compete with a club like Manchester City for a Premier League title. You played 20th place, and don't get me wrong, not every Manchester United fan was there saying, oh, do you know what, we're going to win the league, getting off your high horse, doing lines of Charlie and whatnot, because that's what it sounded like. Sounded like you'd been top of the league for a full season, let alone just a couple of days. So, my argument was basically it's not sustainable. You might finish even above us. This isn't about Liverpool, this is the Premier League rival watch show. So, none of that really matters. What I'm basically trying to offer to you is, I think when, you get a result like that, and don't get me wrong, it doesn't throw a spanner into the works to the point where it's impossible. You're still more likely to win the league than Liverpool in current form. But, I always say it's the big moments when it gets to Manchester United. And the big moment today was to beat Sheffield United, and they couldn't even do that. The battle of the Uniteds, and they fell short. Sheffield United being the first team from Yorkshire to beat Manchester United. Can you believe that? Absolutely insane. Harry Maguire even got a goal. And he grew up in that area. Got a goal back. It was 1-1. It was all looking rosy and dandy. And then Sheffield just grabbed the game by the balls again, and what happens is what happens. And it was just unreal. And that's 2 wins now for Sheffield. That's the reason why this Premier League season is so mad. And I've counted us out of this title race, not even because of the former United. I've counted us out because one of the former City, but also I've counted Liverpool out based on the fact that we haven't improved the areas that I feel we need to go on and win the league. But if there is any glimmer of hope that we can go on and win this league title this season, it is very, very much expressions. Just message me, my G expressions, if you're watching this, shout out your damn self. But the point that I'm trying to make is, this could have opened any glimmer of hope that we have left in this title race. This could have just opened it, this result right here. So this is massive for Liverpool. And I don't want to do that. Listen, I have no right to laugh at anyone because I'm a Liverpool fan and whatnot. But I've come to the forefront on every channel, and if you go and watch them, and if you've saw me on other channels like Rants and whatnot, I have stepped to the forefront and I have said any abuse, any jokes that I have at me in the comments, in the live chat, I deserve because I put myself in that position. Just know that will be reciprocated when you United fans, and there would have been a lot of you now who have realised we are not good enough to maintain a title race. Because of your manager, because of certain individuals. I don't know, but you're not good enough. I've been saying it. I think I know why. But I think many United fans just got caught up in the midst of everything. You literally got knocked out of the Champions League like a month and a half ago. And you had one win to get in the last 3 games. It's what Man United do. You lost another semi-final. Someone said to me, Jurgen Klopp, a United fan, he said to me, Jurgen Klopp's been to 2 semi-finals in the past however many seasons, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's been to 4. Mate, I don't care. Jurgen Klopp's just won a Champions League and a Premier League. They can't give 2 shits about a semi-final. Whereas you haven't won anything to significance to where you can say, oh, we've got a Solskjaer's boss's balls are huge. You can't. Because he hasn't won fuck all. Except with wherever he was managing before, Malmo or Malmö. Do you know what I mean? Magme. I don't know what the team was called. So I'm not here to gloat because we're still shit and we've got a massive game against Tottenham that we need to get past before we can even start thinking about any old title race. But like I said, if you're going to laugh at me, I'm going to laugh at you, and you've just lost. From being first place, you had a chance to go 9 points clear, and you bottled it to 20th place, and you thought you could win a league. And again, it's not every United fan, but that's just the message I'm trying to bring to the forefront. Before I move to the next game, here's where, do you know the saltiness that I've been carrying within myself over the past few weeks? I can offload a lot of it. It will return if we lose to Spurs tomorrow, but I can offload some of it now. Rants in your face, Saeed in your face, Flex in your face, Flawless in your face, Aaron in your face, and Statman in your face. They're all United fans, and in every single one of your faces. And yeah, just what a result for Liverpool, and what a result for Sheffield, man, because even as a football fan, I love seeing results like that, and that was a glorious, glorious result for them indeed. But anyway, let's move into some other areas within the Premier League. There's been some massive results over the past couple of games, over the past couple of days. We're playing tomorrow, but let's talk about one that I feel is a very interesting topic, in Chelsea and Wolves, not because of the result itself, that's why I want to just touch on it and jump over the subject, but they drew 0-0 just before, at home as well. But the significance of this game, for those who don't know, is this is Thomas Tuchel's first game as the manager, first full game as the manager for Chelsea. So when you look at it in that perspective, this was a massive day. And when I was watching the game, the vibes that I was getting is, do you know the way Chelsea are playing right now? They're kind of playing a similar style to Liverpool. But not Liverpool when they were winning leagues and whatnot. Like Liverpool now. Like Liverpool over the past 5 or 6 games. And I'm not shitting on them. Basically what I'm trying to say is, they controlled the game. They could do what they want with the ball. I think they finished the game with 78% possession to Wolves' 22%. So they had clear domination. But the thing is, they couldn't break the team down. They couldn't get that clinical chance to the point where it was a definite goal. It looked like they could have played for a very long amount of time and a goal just wouldn't have ended up in the back of the net. Now, they started Olivier Giroud. Timo Werner never started, which I'm not going to lie, kind of surprised about, but also kind of not, because you want to ease him into it. But Tuchel's approach today was just keep the ball. The players looked like they were playing for the manager, but it was just about getting that goal. It just didn't look like it was going to happen. There was many positives to take for Chelsea, but it's just about getting over the line against these teams. Wolves defended brilliantly. Let me give a shout out to Rui Patricio, who made some very solid saves, can't lie. There was one for Hudson-Odoi. Was it late on in the first half or early in the second? In and around, I think it was the second half. Either way, it was like the edge of the box. He goes and hits it, and mate, listen, it tests Patricio, and there was moments where he had to be on his A game, and he just shows the levels of a goalkeeper he is for that Wolves side. So even though the result for Chelsea isn't great, because I think they've won 1 in the last 5 or there and thereabouts, and if you also take into consideration their next game is against Burnley, who just got a great 3-2 win against Aston Villa and a win against us, as well as Spurs following that. So they've got some difficult games coming up, and like I said, they've got 1 win in the last however many. Some big games coming up for Thomas Tuchel. Let me know in the comments down below, how do you see him doing in those games, and how do you see him doing in his longevity at Chelsea? If you ask me, I think there's a lot to prove, even though he's got a bit of pedigree. At Dortmund, he's obviously just being a PSG, didn't work out, but it is what it is. I just don't know. I thought it was a bit reactionary, but at the same time, Frank Lampard for the long term was never the right solution for me either. I just thought the timing was a bit off in terms of, you could have got better managers at different times. But it is what it is. Good result for Wolves to an extent. They finally got a clean sheet, the first clean sheet in 12 games. And yeah, man, good result for them there. But another game that I want to talk about that took place today was Everton 1, Leicester City 1. Half an hour in, James Rodriguez gets a goal. Surprise, surprise. Obviously, he's been one of the main men for Everton this season. And then Tielemans in the second half comes back and equalises. And I said going into this game, and shout out to the Cop TV, shout out to me boy Alex, because I went onto his channel and I said, I see this game being a 2-2. And the reason why I saw that being in and around like that is because these are both very solid teams who have had great seasons. They've both got very, very good managers. They've both got very, very good teams, squads, whatever you want to say. And a lot of people have been saying, James, you need to talk about Everton more. You're very, very right. We do need to talk about Everton more, as much as it pains me. Because, listen, I have got so many knobhead cousins and so many knobhead mates who are Everton fans. And when they're winning, they're the most intolerable bastards that you'll ever meet in your life. That being said, it's like, when you've seen how depressed they've been for a long time, like, this could genuinely be the best Everton team they've seen. Could be. So, and I'm not even shitting on them there. They've got some very good players right now. They've got a better striker than we do. Do you get what I mean? It's like Everton need to be taken more seriously, but so do Leicester. That's why I like this game, because I feel like these two teams, even from a football fan point of view, I do not want Everton being anywhere near that title race, but from a football fan point of view, I like how Everton play. If I was an Everton fan, I'd be fucking buzzing right now with the way they're playing, because they're getting results as well. I think they've won the last 5 games, or 4 of the last 5, I don't know, but something in and around there. Unbelievable scenes. This was a very good game for the fact that I thought, out of all the results that I predicted today, that was the one I was going to get right. And even though I said 2-2, not 1-1, I got there and thereabouts. And it was a good game, man. Listen, end to end, it just it is what it is. Good result for both teams. When you look at the league table, in fact, I've got that in front of me, so I'll go and look at that now. It moves Everton to 7th, right? They've got a game in hand over teams like us, for example, and others as well. But it moves down to 7th. It keeps Leicester at 3rd, 4 points clear from West Ham as well. So that's pretty crazy when you put it in that perspective. But listen, man, like I said, just take them teams more seriously. And yeah, but anyway, a few games that took place yesterday was Southampton and the Arsenal game, which I just thought was madness. Obviously, Xhaka, Lache and Saka again, and Pepe, but them 3 as well. All having great games, all stepping up for the manager now. And even though Arsenal have been nothing short of a laughing stock this season, let's just be real, at least not for the past few games, but before that, like, it's like us and Arsenal have switched. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like us and Arsenal have switched. Like, Arsenal have took our results and we've just took theirs, like us being Liverpool. But this was a great win. And listen, they also shown courage and resilience in this game. A different situation than what they've been put in many other games this season. When you think about it, Southampton, they came with the approach and they got a goal 3 minutes in. Armstrong with a very good finish, good corner from Ward-Prowse, great first time finish from Armstrong, and it looked like, you know, Arsenal were going to be put on the back foot. Let's not forget as well, they've just lost to Southampton in the FA Cup, so you've got to look at it from that eyesight as well. And then to come back and score 3 goals, get one in the 8th minute, then get one in the half an hour. Lacazette's been on form recently as well. Lacazette's finally the striker they brought in. Because I remember when Lacazette joined Arsenal, I was like, I wanted Lacazette. But then he was just shit. Or average. Not shit, average. And then now he's really looking like that striker that they've always wanted. So, listen, man, a 3-1 win. They've won 4 of the last 5. They're only 5 points off top 4. You know, maybe it's about time we start giving them a little bit more respect, you know what I mean? Their youngsters are getting them through. They've just got Odegaard, which, regardless what you think of that signing, it just adds a bit more depth to the squad that they'll most certainly need. So, and they don't have to worry about FA Cup. I think they're still in the Europa League, but still, if they really focus on the league, they can push for top 4. They really, really can. They've got the depth there. I had Arsenal for top 4 at the start of the season. I just thought that weren't going to happen for the form they shown at the start as well. But now it looks like they've turned it around. So let me know, where do you think Arsenal can finish in the league this season? They need to show a lot more. They need to keep this good patch going well. But you can only start somewhere, and they've started well. And then the last game that I want to talk about is West Brom 0 and Manchester City 5. And Man United fans, this is where I've got to say to you, this is another reason why I don't think you're going to win the league. Because if it was a title race between like you and us, for example, with the form we're in, I probably wouldn't back us that well, to be fair. But with Man City, this is a team that's got 7 wins consecutively, 6 clean sheets, and the one time they didn't get a clean sheet was against Chelsea. Not only was it against Chelsea, but it was when they were 3-0 up and they scored, and Chelsea scored a consolation in like the 87th minute. Other than that, clean sheet after fucking clean sheet after clean sheet. And let me tell you now, this is a team that just, when you look at their depth, when you look at the experience within that squad in terms of actually winning trophies, the manager, he's won trophies. How did Man United fans think they could compete with that? A 5-0 win against West Brom, another dominating performance, another clean sheet. Defence wins you leagues, very, 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 very true, but also great attackers win you leagues. And Raheem Sterling, he turned up today. Cancelo was phenomenal. Probably now currently is the best right back in the league, one of the best in the world, no doubt. Put respect on City, man. A month or two ago, they weren't in the title race according to a lot of people. And now they're the favourites by quite a country mile. So it'll be interesting to see where they get their next fucking loss from. That being said, let me know in the comments down below of your thoughts of all these games. And obviously, maybe, just maybe, this United loss could have opened something for Liverpool. But again, I don't think anyone's catching up with City. But we can hope for the best. But anyway, people, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. And I will see you all later. Peace out.